India in the 1990s was not an era of startups. Back then, a young and determined professional decided to pursue his dream of starting his own company. In 1997, Prompt Personnel Consultancy Services Private Limited was born in a small office in Mumbai with only 2 employees. Our managing director, Mr. Suhas Basakhetri, began his journey as an entrepreneur with the idea of starting his own venture and to create a niche in the HR services segment. The early stages of a new venture are the most difficult, but we were focused to be a catalyst in the growth story of businesses in India. One of our key clients during the initial years was Monjani's, with whom we partnered for over 2 decades. In 2000, we signed up our first big client, Asahi Glass India Limited, where we managed a highly unionized plant workforce of 700 plus numbers.
My experience with Asahi Glass, very great, highly enlightening, I must say. It was as good as experience of any other works manager in the factory environment or any industrial relations manager in any environment. It was a combination of both, I must say. Since it was a large workforce and highly unionized that we had to manage, the experience was altogether different than previous experience. As it was a continuous process plant, any disturbance on the shop floor would lead to the losses, and our contract was a managed service contract. As a result, and our billing was done on the basis of the production, and if there were losses, the losses would be attributed to us. So we had to be very careful. At the same time, I had a different experience of rubbing shoulders with the Japanese management. I was a part of their weekly meetings. There I could learn Japanese philosophy. It helped me understanding 5S concepts, TQM concepts, group orientation, and various aspects of human relations. That helped me a lot on maintaining the peace at the shop floor. Their ISO 9001-2000 also helped me introducing the same in Prompt, and in turn it helped all of us in maintaining or creating the various SOPs.
This was a turning point in Prompt's growth journey. Under the leadership of our managing director, this challenge turned out to be a huge opportunity for Prompt.
Oh yes, Asahi Glass indeed was a great turning point for the company. Since it was a large contract and about 800 or 850 workers were employed there, the billing was great, the revenue was very good. They say, the good business is good for the business, and that really helped us. The company never had to borrow from any bank or anybody. We were self-sufficient to grow teams, opened up branches. It really helped us grow in the business.
Soon, we had our second big client, Sifi, the first internet service provider in India. This is the year our executive director, Mrs. Monisha Basakhetri, entered Prompt to lead Sifi independently.
Prompt had signed Sifi, and this was a managed services contract. This was the time when I entered Prompt and grabbed this big opportunity. We had an opportunity to hire engineering students from various engineering colleges for their 25 to 30 cyber cafes which were across Mumbai. Here we had to handle not only the hiring but also managing the manpower at these various cyber cafes, also ensure productivity from these various people who were working in these cyber cafes, and at the end of the day ensure sales. It was a highly challenging role, but at the same time very rewarding, which actually kick-started my journey in Prompt.
One often has to face challenges on their road to success.
Prompt started the Prompt ECRM project to tap into the manpower requirements in the BPOs and the call centers. At that point of time, there was a huge amount of requirement for manpower and hiring was extensive in the BPO industry. We started with a 20-seater training facility which conducted theoretical as well as practical training for a lot of candidates who were interested in joining the BPO industry. We had 2 to 3 batches of successfully conducted training courses for these candidates, and they were ready to be placed in various BPOs. It was a sort of backward integration, as I can say. We also had a US based client with whom we tied up and gave us a lot of mandates for hiring in their BPO. But unfortunately, what we understood was it was not as easy as it sounded. There were a lot of complexities in the placements of these candidates. We had to face a lot of challenges, and somehow down the road, we then decided that it cannot be taken any further. We had to shut down this venture and move on and concentrate on our core HR activities, because that was the best step to be taken forward.
The year 2002-2007 was the era of the telecom revolution.
A time when mobile and broadband companies were growing at a faster pace in India, Prompt had already arrived because it was already serving an internet service provider by the name of Sifi. Prompt had become an established player in servicing large telecom clients like Airtel, TTML, Hathway, Virgin Mobile, who were extensively hiring for their manpower needs. Their various requirements such as NOC engineers, OME engineers, desktop engineers, sales executives, customer services were being provided by Prompt in these large telecom companies. Over a period of time, these companies had grown extensively and needed manpower hiring in various locations in India. That's when Prompt started expanding and opened their various branches across India. The first branch that we opened was in Pune, followed by Kolkata, Chennai, Hyderabad, Bangalore and Delhi. Here, I would be proud to say this, that Prompt had emerged as a pan-India service provider.
In 2004, we received the ISO certification for process, people and service levels.
Monisha's shift from operations to backend was absolutely conscious decision. As you know, she is a very people's person, and her heart beats for people. So Monisha is very sensitive person. So, and at the same time, I had witnessed her handling people and various complex situations with clients. We also wanted somebody to take care of all this at the back end. Therefore, it was a conscious decision for shifting Monisha to HR role, which will also lead to administration of office, developing and growing branches. So she did fantastically from 2010 up till now. She is doing great on all these fronts.
This was noticed by the Executive Recruiters Association, and they awarded Prompt Personnel as the fastest growing staffing company in 2007. Soon, our teams grew and we moved to a larger office space in Mumbai in 2008. In 2009 and 10, we signed up our top clients Tata Communications, DMart and Mahindra Logistics. Prompt Personnel Consultancy Services was now Prompt Personnel Private Limited. Year 2009 was the year when Prompt restructured its service portfolio and designed a divisionalized setup, clearly defining the service offerings. Prompt was now a total HR solutions company. In 2018, we had our first recruitment center in Thane, Mumbai, achieved National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme certification, In 2019, Mr. Suhas was awarded the Madhavrao Bhide Udyog Gaurav Award in the large-scale industry 100+ crore category. In March 2020, the world came to a standstill, but we embraced technology like we never did before. We seamlessly transitioned to the virtual world. Our services remained unaffected even in these trying times. We are proud to have taken care of all Promptians and their families because we care. In 2021, Mr. Suhas received the Mumbai Gaurav Puraskar from the Jeevan Dhar Foundation at Mumbai Mahotsav. We transitioned from an MSME to a large-sized staffing company in India. Our managing director was elected as a board member of the Indian Staffing Federation. The year 2022 was our 25th year in the staffing industry. This was a year of achievements for us. We got certified under the National Apprenticeship Training Scheme. Today, we are a family of 110 employees in 8 branches across Pan-India, touching the lives of 22,000 associates across 3,000+ locations in India. Our hearts are full because we are Great Place to Work certified. It is a testimony of our values, ethical business practices, and employee-centric culture. 25 years of unlocking human potential, harnessing better resources and embracing technology. The sky is our limit. Our aim is to touch the lives of 50,000 associates by 2026. 25 years of Prompt.